But one thing is for sure, none of us is getting any younger. And as we age, we often increasingly need help. That is where caregivers come in. Experts predict that by 2030, the United States will face a shortage of caregivers to meet the needs of the elderly and others with debilitating conditions. In our continuing Be Well series on caregiving, IdeaStream health reporter Kay Colby looks at how different cultures here and around the world approach the art of caregiving.
Suave aquí. Baja, baja.
My mother, she's 88 years old and she got Alzheimer's, so it's not easy, but I want her to age in my house because that's part of our culture. It's like in the Hispanic tradition, we don't like to take their parents or their grandparents to the nursing homes. It's like take them away from the house. No, we want them to be home.
Dóblamela. Me las pones aquí.
If you go around the Hispanic family, you're going to see grandmas there in their houses. I want her to be with the family. I want her to breathe like the love of the family.
This one ready too.
Since arriving in the United States more than 40 years ago, Americo Hernandez and his wife Marilyn have carried on many traditions from their native Puerto Rico, including frequent family gatherings. Having everyone gather and often live under the same roof is a common Hispanic tradition. According to a 2010 analysis by the Pew Research Center, multi-generational households have been on the rise across racial and ethnic groups in the United States. But among these, Latinos have the highest percent living in families with 3 or more generations under the same roof. The concept of extended family has a big impact on caregiving among Hispanics in the U.S. as well as other cultural groups around the world. According to cultural anthropologist Vanessa Hildebrand, she studied families in Indonesia and Bali, where caregiving is built into the family structure.
So when a young woman gets married, the part of the marriage ceremony is asking her spirits of the family of her origin to move her spiritual lineage to her husband's. And she will, in fact, then take care of her husband's family. She won't be expected to take care of her own parents of origin because her brother's wife will do that. Her children will be cared for by her husband's grandparents, as well as herself. But then when she will take care of her husband's grandparents and her husband's parents in their old age.
So they don't need daycare or nursing homes?
No, caregiving is built in. And from infancy to the day a person dies, everyone has a role in taking care of all members of the family.
Hildebrand says other cultures also honor the elderly on a spiritual level. Those approaching the end of their lifespan are considered to be more holy.
The older people are closer to the spiritual world, so they're seen as having much more wisdom and being revered. And part of your good deed in life is helping that being which is closer to God.
So do you think we as Americans, our culture, can learn from these other cultures about how to deal with some of these caregiving issues?
We can, and we can also watch what they're doing right now. We have the tendency to see what people are doing in developing countries as, oh, what we did 50 years ago. But the truth is we're all modern, and they're working through economic transitions in a different way than we are. People in Indonesia or in Nepal or in Latino countries have been less quick to dissolve the extended family living situation. And so paying attention to how people are doing that in other places might be really instructive.
Mami, las medicinas, que te pongas buena.
Meanwhile, Marilyn Hernandez and her family continue to honor their matriarch, drawing on their faith for patience and strength.
And it's almost like having a small child again.
It is. She's the little girl now. I'm the big girl and she's the little girl. And I do take care of her with all my love.
If you'd like more information on caregiving, including links to caregiving resources, please visit our webpage, ideas.wviz.org. Basketball fans in Northeast Ohio are counting down the days until local hoops hero LeBron James